There's a difference between living in a place and being a part of it. It's about caring and belonging, about helping friends and family, even from a distance. Because we're stronger together, because we're in it together. And through the ups and downs, the hard times, and the new normals, there's one thing you can count on. As we've done for nearly 2 centuries, we will be here with you, together.
Good evening. My name is Dayton Benway, and I'm the Managing Principal with Baker Newman Noyes. I want to start by thanking Ronald McDonald House Charities of Maine for the amazing work they do and for hosting this great event. Our firm has a long history of supporting Ronald McDonald House Charities of Maine. Over the years, several of our professionals have served on the board and volunteered. I'm proud we can continue to be part of the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Maine good work. At B&M, we believe we are only as strong as our communities. Supporting Ronald McDonald House Charities of Maine and the children and families they help is particularly important right now. It's been a difficult year for so many, and I admire any individual or organization that continue to help make the world a better place for everyone. So thank you for all being here tonight. Truly, no child, no family should have to go through a difficult time alone. And because of the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Maine, they don't. Let's all do our part to make sure this doesn't change. Thank you.
We're getting things done, just maybe in different ways. Isn't that what this new reality is all about? Making the best of a challenging situation, being resourceful and resilient, at home, online, properly distanced but still connected. Businesses, families, all putting their know-how to use. Finding new ways to take care of what matters most, each other.
Welcome, and thank you so much for joining us for our 20th annual Hearts and Hands Gala. planned for this evening. So please sit back, relax, welcome, and thank you so much for joining us for our 20th Annual Hearts and Hands Gala. On behalf of the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Maine, we hope you are healthy and well, and we have a fabulous event planned for this evening. So please sit back, relax, and thank you again for taking part in this virtually unstoppable gala.
What's the first thing you think of when you think of the Ronald McDonald House?
Self-care for tired and stressed families.
Keeping families healthy and safe.
It's a safe haven for the people who stay there, the people who work there, and the people who volunteer there.
When I think of Ronald McDonald House, I think of home. They were in the NICU for 30 days, and we called them home for 20 nights. I can't imagine being anywhere else. We were treated like family every single night, and you don't get that anywhere else besides home.
A warm meal, a safe place, and the best staff.
Ronald McDonald House, in one word, is love.
I think it's such an amazing place for families to be able to have that comfort of home feeling when they're going through really some of the most difficult times in their life.
Comfort.
Support.
Family.
Hope.
Home.
And love.
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is care and compassion.
When I think of the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Maine, I think of hope.
Grateful for me sums it all up. 6 years ago, my granddaughter was born with a significant heart defect in Philadelphia, and the Ronald McDonald House down there was pretty much the savior for my daughter and her family.
Everyone coming together with donations and time to make it possible for families to become part of our family.
I think about the caring that happens at the house, the volunteers, the staff caring for the families, and the families caring for their children.
A warm and inviting community where the families can stay and feel safe and welcome.
Really does give people an opportunity statewide to be able to find a place that is warm, is welcoming.
When we think of the Ronald McDonald House, we're just so grateful for the opportunity to stay for that length of time and be close to Kieran, because as everybody probably knows, the more time you can spend in the NICU and with the newborn, the better chance for success that you have. And the Ronald McDonald House really will let us do that.
I think of it as a port in a storm.
Great people doing great things for people during not so great times. That's what I think of.
Services and the resources at Ronald McDonald House can eliminate a lot of the day-to-day stresses, and that enables you to focus on the most important thing, which is the health of your child.
The first thoughts that come to mind when thinking about the Ronald McDonald House is love, family, and support.
A warm place to stay, a hot meal on the table while they're taking care of their loved ones in the hospital.
I think of the faces of the mothers and the fathers and the siblings of all of those children who were struggling nearby in hospitals, and how this is a place that really gave them compassion and shelter and hope.
I think of a very caring organization, someone that helps the people in our community.
I think of it as kind of a small island of calm in the stress and chaos that having a child with a serious injury or illness can stir up for a family.
The first thing that comes to my mind when I think of the Ronald McDonald House is the empathetic and family-centered staff who are dedicated to the Ronald McDonald House's mission of keeping families close.
So you want to know what?
First thing that comes to your mind when you think of the Ronald McDonald House?
The first thing that comes to my mind is all of the people that made it possible.
Wow, it is so great to see some of the faces of RMHC Maine, with many more tuning in live right now. Thank you for joining us on this night honoring courageous families. Good evening, everyone. I'm CBS 13's Lexi O'Connor, and I'm honored to be your MC for this evening. When I think of the Ronald McDonald House, I think of the amazing community that comes together so families don't have to navigate their child's illnesses alone. Now, before we jump into tonight's program, I want to recognize an important part of the community, the generous sponsors of the night. To do so, I invite Alicia to the stage.
Good evening. My name is Alicia Milne. I'm the Development Director for RMHC Maine. On behalf of our board and staff, we extend a warm thank you to the sponsors who contributed to the event's success. Our presenting sponsor for the last 3 years, Unum. Our technology sponsor, Tyler Technologies. Our Helping Hands sponsors, McDonald's Stamford Office, People's United Bank, Professional Disability Associates, Maine McDonald's owner-operator, RC Management, and WEX. Our Caring Heart sponsors, Baker Newman Noyes, H.H. Sawyer Realty Company, Logically, Perkins Thompson, Saco and Biddeford Savings Institution, and Target. Our Spotlight sponsor, Aura, and our delivery sponsor, To Dine In. Despite the challenges many have faced this year, these businesses have continually shown support to our community. I think that deserves another at-home round of applause. It's commitment from sponsors, volunteers, and generous supporters like you that are the reason we can celebrate these courageous families tonight.
Thanks, Alicia, and thank you, sponsors. The families truly are the reason we're here tonight and the reason your support is so essential. Ronald McDonald House Charities of Maine touches the lives of thousands of families each year through several programs. The first to come to mind for many are the Ronald McDonald Houses, located in Bangor and in Portland, which we'll see more of shortly. But for families who spend hours of each day at the hospital, RMHC Maine knows how important it is to extend comfort and convenience to the hospitals. They do so through Ronald McDonald Family Rooms. For over a decade, the Ronald McDonald Family Room at Barbara Bush Children's Hospital in Portland has offered snacks, coffee, laundry facilities, and a quiet space to recharge. In February, RMHC Maine opened an additional family room in Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center in Bangor. These rooms make all the difference in a family's hospital experience. When families return to the Ronald McDonald House after a long day of appointments, tests, or treatments, they know they have a place to call home. Comfort, care, and compassion are the foundation on which Ronald McDonald Houses are built. We are families home away from home, providing some of the comfort and convenience they left behind when their child became ill. The Ronald McDonald Houses in Bangor and Portland are located near local medical facilities, so parents and caregivers can be by their child's side at a moment's notice. Inside the Ronald McDonald Houses, you'll find we're much like any home, complete with common areas, private bedrooms, and lots of love to go around. The kitchen and dining room are the heart of each home. Kitchens are stocked with food, snacks, and cooking essentials. You'll often find laughter and the smell of delicious food as guest chef volunteers prepare nightly meals for our families. In the dining room, families fuel up for the day ahead or share encouragement over a cup of coffee. They even celebrate birthdays, decorate cookies for the holidays, and make lifelong friendships. Laundry areas are stocked with detergent and other laundry essentials. Our linen closet is filled with cozy blankets and toiletries for when families leave everything behind to rush their child to the hospital. We understand the importance of a quiet retreat away from the beeping of hospital monitors and chatter of people. Private rooms are furnished with comfortable Tempur-Pedic beds for a good night's sleep. Each guest room ranges in size and number of beds to accommodate families of all sizes. Warm touches like handmade quilted bed runners make these rooms feel like home, no matter how long a family needs to stay. Guests can also find a peaceful retreat to reconnect with nature in Portland's beautiful gardens or Bangor's large wraparound deck. The playground at each house gives our young guests a chance to have fun and just be a kid. It's these features and more that come to mind when we share all our houses have to offer. But what makes them a home is the love, the hope, and the life that you feel the moment you enter. We provide support to families 24/7, 365 days a year, which means every day is filled with strength, love, laughter, community, and more. Our volunteers and staff walk hand in hand with families, there to share in the losses and the wins. And most importantly, we are there to celebrate the day we all look forward to, the day they get to go home. It's safe to say the Ronald McDonald Houses are a magical place for families in need of warmth and stability. And while we never saw it coming, this year the houses lost some of their sparkle as COVID-19 gripped communities globally. The houses had to temporarily say goodbye to guest chefs, volunteers, and visitors, all whom brought so much love to each house. I'm happy to share that with careful and considerate plans in place, both houses are slowly progressing towards reinstating the old programs we know and love. The negative financial impact of COVID-19, however, is still being felt. Tonight, we hope you'll be among those who step up to support these essential programs. Though we hope you never need these services, they are life-changing to those that do. As a past house guest shared, I didn't know how needed it was until it happened to me. The goal tonight is to raise $18,000 in Give-A-Night donations. A Give-A-Night gift is, in its truest form, the most impactful gift that you can make this evening. $75 is the operating cost per guest room each night. Now, when a family stays at our houses, we suggest a $10 per night contribution towards their stay. However, no family is ever turned away due to the inability to donate. We hope you'll choose to cover a family's one-night stay with a $75 gift, cover a weekend for $150, a whole week for $525, or 12 nights, which is the average length of stay for a family, for $900. Please know the direct impact your gift will make. Now, this year, we are introducing a new text-to-donate capability. To give, you simply text RMHCME to 26989. You'll get a text back with a link to our donation page. Simply click the link and fill out the donation form. Now, I'd like to introduce you to RMHC Board President Celine to share a little more about what this year has entailed.
My name is Celine. Good evening. My name is Celine Couillot, and I'm the proud president of the Board of Directors of RMHC Maine. First, I want to thank you all for being part of this event tonight. As I hope you've seen, our programs are close to the hearts of many, and we're here today to raise the funds necessary to welcome more hearts into our homes. We started 2020 with big dreams of spreading hope like never before, but COVID-19 changed everything. Despite many hardships, we have two major achievements in 2020 to celebrate tonight. As Lexi shared, in February, we opened our second family room at Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center to serve those receiving treatment in Bangor. In addition, through tremendous support and determination, the Portland House completed a 15-room expansion. This means that we now have 50 rooms between the two programs in Bangor and Portland. I want to thank all of those who made this possible. We know these achievements will touch the lives of so many, but we also know that support starts with you, our community. As a result of COVID-19, we are experiencing a significant financial shortfall due to a decline in almost every revenue stream that we have come to rely on. We want to be optimistic, and we remain very strong during these tough times. When we look out at our community, we are encouraged to see those willing to help fill in the gap. There are so many reasons for you all to give tonight, but I would like you to meet one. It is my pleasure to introduce you to 9-year-old Melanie and her mom, Kim.
Melanie was diagnosed with T-cell ALL, which is a type of leukemia. She was diagnosed in April of 2019. Melanie just didn't really seem to be feeling good the whole winter, and she was coughing a lot, and things just didn't seem to be getting better. We brought her to the doctors, and they're like, no, like, I don't know, it's just like a cold, like it's probably just allergies, let's get her tested for that. I think a couple months went on, it was April, and she just looked really pale, and we're like, okay, this is getting a little nerve-wracking. She got a really bad bloody nose, one that really didn't stop. And we knew, okay, this is signs of leukemia. We need to go right away to the doctor and get it tested. So we went to her pediatrician and said, hey, can you test her right now? Sure enough, he came in and said, I think you're right. I think it's leukemia. When I first learned about the Ronald McDonald House years ago, you know, you don't really think about it too much of like what it would look like. When we showed up here, it was way better than we had ever imagined. Like, it really had that home feeling, and I think that I needed that at that point. You had a home, you know, right down the road from clinic or the hospital. I mean, we've been here too. We've showed up in the middle of the night sometimes because she needed blood transfusions. And they can't do that at like a local hospital. You have to come to Barbara Bush to get those transfusions. And it was just nice to be able to come in here sometimes at like, you know, 11 o'clock at night and stay the night instead of driving home after being at the hospital for like 6 hours. It was really important to us, and it was really important to us in the beginning to be able to have our family together. We're a very close family. We haven't been away from each other and, you know, overnight for a long time. I don't know what we would have done if we didn't have the Ronald McDonald House, because, you know, having them there for the first, like, you know, first week of, you know, her being sick, like, it was great to have them there. I think she explored every nook and cranny in this place, you know, so it was definitely her going on an adventure. You know, we're just coming for the day now. I'm like, oh, why can't, she's like, why, Mom, can't we just go to the Ronald McDonald House for the night? This house does mean a lot to us. Like, it got us through some really tough times. It definitely did. You know, you have a lot of things that you stress about when you go through something like this. And for somebody to be able to like check a box and be like, hey, it's already done for you. Here, stay at this wonderful place that you'll have everything you need, you know, and then you don't have to stress about those things. It's just, that was really important. I get so emotional when I talk about it because it's one of those things that it just warms your heart that they have places like this. Thank you for your support for the house. It definitely is something that I tell people about on a daily basis. That it's the one thing that I had with, you know, going through this that everybody should know about, because it's just so great.
Thank you.
Melanie and Kim are a wonderful example of what RMHC Maine families are made of. They are brave, courageous, resilient, and stronger with you by their side. Now, our goal for tonight is to raise $18,000 of critical funding. So far, we've raised $8,230,000. Just amazing, $8,230,000. And as Celine mentioned, your gift welcomes more hearts and comes at a time of great need. Now, please pick up your phone, computer, or tablet and consider giving right now so we can welcome more families like Melanie's to their home away from home. There are a few ways to give. You can text RMHCME to 26989 or visit rmhcmaine.org/donate. Both will be live through the end of the month, so there's still time to donate or encourage others to give. Now, thank you for joining us tonight for this virtually unstoppable night. Goodbye from myself and the RMHC Maine team, but I'll let the stars of the show see you out.
Thank you, Ronald McDonald House.
Bye. 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 Bye.